Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. WCW the Main Event. Ooh, this is where the big boys play. I've talked plenty about how big of a wrestling fan I am, but we've only taken a look at WWF games at this point, so now it's time to look at their biggest competition at the time, World Championship Wrestling. Known as a more traditional wrestling company compared to WWF, they had stars like Ric Flair, Sting, the Steiner Brothers, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, and more. In fact, they dominated WWF for quite some time, until WWF's famous Attitude Era began, and WCW went downhill fast. Losing talent, terrible booking decisions, and other things covered in this excellent book, WCW was purchased by WWF in 2001, thus ending the legacy of the company, and some have argued that wrestling has never been the same since. But with the amount of wrestling games that have come out over the years, of course WCW got a bunch of them made as well. This one was developed by Beam Software, who we've seen plenty on Game Boy Roulette, and published by, strangely enough, FCI, the same company who published last week's surprising hit, Panel Action Bingo. Now, wrestling games can range pretty wildly in quality. Some old wrestling games still hold up, some new ones are glitchy disasters. So that means that this game could really end up being anywhere on the spectrum of quality. That said, this game also features the first ever video game appearance of Steve Austin, before he was Stone Cold, so obviously it's gonna be a masterpiece. The cover is certainly some kind of masterpiece. For those of you not in the know, this is one of WCW's biggest stars, Sting. This is of course back when he was Surfer Sting, before he became Crow Sting. Come to think of it, did he ever actually surf? It's a wrestling game, so I'm excited. Lace your boots up, it's time for WCW the Main Event. Oh, here we go. I'm excited for this one. World Championship Wrestling, heck yeah. WCW the Main Event. That almost looks like Sting, and almost looks like... I think that's the Steiner Brothers. That's definitely Rick Steiner on the right. But on the left, it is hard to tell. Oh god, look at this background. That is either Rick Rude or Chavo Guerrero. Single match. Professional Continental World title. Was that a real belt? WWF had the Intercontinental title, and WWE still does, but... I don't know, professional, I guess? Time limit. 5 minutes. Rick Rude. Ron Simmons. It's Sting! Haha, there he is. Back when he had hair. Johnny B. Bad? Oh wow. Dustin Rhodes, Big Van Vader, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner. We gotta go with Steve Austin, right? Choose your opponent. I think we want to fight. Let's go Ron Simmons. Oh god, what's wrong with Ron? Whoa, hang on. I'll. Oh god, they just took a normal body, color in the game and did a negative. Oh no, what did they do to Ron? Okay, now we mash buttons. Okay. A to punch. And maybe grapple? B to also punch. Oh no. Okay. This is bad. This is really bad. I can't get up. Oh, I'm up. Where? Oh, I can do a running drop kick. Hiya. There's like 4 moves in this game. There's no music either. There's no crowd noise. There's no anything. What? This is... Oh, man, this is bad. Oh, there's the crowd. Suplex. I can wait here as long as you can, Ron. Hiya! Okay, how do I do anything? Kick out! Oh, no! You have to get as many falls as you can in 5 minutes. Okay, you know what? Hang on, I'm gonna pause. Great picture. Let me see if I can look up, controls, or what I'm doing, or how to do anything. There's no guide for the game. Oh, no. That usually means nobody played it, or it's so bad, nobody wanted to write anything about it. Alright, we're on our own here. There's only 2 moves, suplex and body slam. There's a lot of flickering, I can't tell. Oh god, Ron is kicking my ass. I can't tell what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do any moves. Things just happen, like I'll run at him and suddenly I'll be pinning him. No you don't. Why? We're here now. Every button holding with A is a body slam. I guess there's a way to Irish whip people, but I don't know how. It's not often I say this about Game Boy, but this game is borderline unplayable. I cannot figure out what to do. This is a lost cause. I'm gonna try playing as a different character. Single match. For the world title. This time, it's Sting! Versus Vader. Wow, Vader, you're looking really thin. Vader was like 300 pounds. Everyone has the exact same body type. Okay, so I think it's A to body slam, B to suplex, and that is the extent of the moves. Oh my god, look at this. This is so bad. This is so bad. Okay. Vader just destroyed me. Oh no, Sting is dead. Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad was super over the top, super ridiculous. Everyone loved him. Surely they'll have that come through in the game, right? That amount of personality and style, and nope. So there is a way to hit a finisher, because Dustin just hit the Bulldog, which was in fact his finisher. But I have no clue how, and I can't discover how, and the game does a terrible job of explaining how. Oh no, we're stuck in this loop. Good match. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right there, that was the Bulldog. It's kind of cool to see the Bulldog done with 3 frames of animation. I'm sure with enough practice, and by practice I mean playing the game really cheap and hitting nothing but dropkicks, I could win a match. But I don't know if I want to. Just because this is so bad. Oh my god, I'm having the hardest time trying to do anything. This is like as bad as wrestling games got. It's hard to control. The animation isn't that good. There's very few actual moves to do. It's very poorly explained. Just point by point. Start to finish. A to Z, how not to do a wrestling game. It's so catastrophically bad. This is just avoid at all costs terrible. Much like WCW was in 2000. Huh. Maybe it was all done deliberately. Maybe this was foreshadowing. Maybe there's a secret mode where you can have David Arquette win the world title. Yes, that actually happened. That was worse than the Viagra on a pole match, another thing WCW actually did. Obviously it's going to be difficult to make a super great wrestling game on the Game Boy due to the limitations of the system, but as long as the gameplay is solid, the graphics are distinct enough, and the presentation is alright, you can make something worth playing, and boy did this game miss out on all 3 of those. There was nothing to talk about with the graphics, everybody had the same body type with a few minor changes to their face and attire, with the rather incredible exception of Ron Simmons, and while the sound effects and the crowd were okay, the utter lack of music made the game boring. Wrestling games need some kind of excitement during matches to add to the atmosphere, something that this game decidedly lacked. But the gameplay, oh, the gameplay. As far as I could tell, there were 2 grapple moves, a suplex and a body slam, and I could not figure out how to do them consistently. The rules seemed to change every time I locked up. Sometimes I would fly out of the ring, sometimes I would fall into a pin, sometimes my opponent would hit their finisher in a way that I could not figure out how to do. It was just a catastrophe. I don't use this phrase lightly, but it was borderline unplayable. In fact, the graphics and sound could have been top-notch, and it wouldn't have saved this game, not when I was pulling my hair out trying to figure out the simplest of moves. Avoid this one at all costs, even if you're a die-hard fan like me. No amount of nostalgia or fandom can make up for terrible, terrible gameplay. And come on, where was the Chamber of Horrors? Yep, WCW did that too. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.